Basically, basically what happened was Pakistan effed up. Hey yo YouTube, what's up? My name is Brent.
My name is Lizelle, guys, and
welcome
welcome back to our channel.
So, for today's video, guys, we are going to take a look at a little bit of history between India and Pakistan, because we've been wondering, or you guys have been wanting us to react to this, but we've been wondering as well what happened to the war between India and Pakistan during the Battle of Longewala in 1971. So if I'm not mistaken, of course you guys can correct me on this, I think this was a post-independence war. Yeah, between Pakistan
and India.
Yeah, and this was the time when the British finally gave the India its independence, and then this is probably the time as well where Pakistan and India were separated, or they had a border. So I'm not really sure, but we're gonna check it out, guys. And you guys have been requesting this, so we're gonna take a look at this together. But before we begin, guys, if you're new to this channel, or if you happen to stumble upon this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also that notification bell so you'll be updated with our latest vlogs and reactions. Also, if you're gonna like the video by the end of it, do us a favor and hit that like button, and also let us know in the comment section down below.
So yes, guys, so without further ado, guys, let's get started.
The Battle of Longewala was one of the major engagements in the western sector during Indo-Pakistan War of 1971. Fought between assaulting Pakistani forces and Indian defenders at the Indian border post of Longewala in the Thar Desert of Rajasthan state in India. On the night of the 4th December 1971, Weir's platoon conducting a patrol heard noises across the border, and it was evident that a large number of armored vehicles approaching towards India were seen. A company of the Indian Army's 23rd Battalion, Punjab Regiment, commanded by Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri, got in touch with the battalion headquarters requesting urgent reinforcement, armored artillery support. Battalion headquarters gave him the choice of staying put and containing the attack as much as possible, or carrying out a tactical retreat of the company, as the reinforcements would not be available for at least 6 hours. Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri was left with the choice of either attempting to hold out until reinforced, or fleeing on foot from the mechanized infantry Pakistan forces. Choosing the former, Chandpuri ensured that all his assets were correctly deployed and made the most use of his strong defensive position and weaknesses created by errors in enemy tactics. The Pakistani forces began their attack at 12:30 a.m. Major Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri was fortunate in that, an Indian Air Force forward air controller was able to secure and direct aircraft in support of the post defense until reinforcements arrived 6 hours later. Throughout the engagement, Major Chandpuri continued to direct the supporting artillery fire. Although massively outnumbering the Indian defenders and having surrounded them, the Pakistani troops were unable to advance over open terrain on a full moon night, under small arms and mortar fire from the outpost. This encouraged the Indians not to give up their strong defensive position, frustrating the Pakistani commanders. As dawn arrived, the Pakistani forces had still not taken the post and were now having to do so in full daylight. In an attempt to capture the Longewala post, Pakistani commanders made several questionable decisions, including a failure of their strategic intelligence to foresee availability of Indian strike aircraft in the Longewala area, exercising operational mobility with little or no route reconnaissance, and conducting a tactical frontal assault with no engineer reconnaissance. As a result, Pakistani troops being left extremely vulnerable to airstrike and their tanks and trucks baffled in terrain. The confusion in the Pakistani troops was such that their tanks could not find way to run away from the battlefield, and that is visible from the crack marks on the ground.
Alright, so basically what happened was Pakistan effed up. They just went straight ahead to try and take over the outpost with no plan whatsoever, with no backup plan, with nothing.
Yeah.
They're just thinking that we have a full battalion and they only have their outpost guard, so why not just take them? Bad mistake.
Bad mistake.
With daylight, however, the IAF was able to operate effectively, with the strike aircraft being guided to the targets by the Airborne Forward Air Controller FSE Major Atma Singh in the Hull Krishak. The Indian aircraft attacked the Pakistani ground troops with the 16 Mantra T-10 rockets and 30 mm cannon fire on each aircraft. In the morning, the Indian Air Force was finally able to direct some HF-24 Maruts and Hawker Hunter aircraft to assist the post. They were not outfitted with night vision equipment and so were delayed from conducting combat missions until dawn. With daylight, however, the IAF was able to operate effectively, with the strike aircraft being guided to the targets by the Airborne Forward Air Controller Major Atma Singh in a Hull Krishak. The Indian aircraft attacked the Pakistani ground troops with the 16 Matra T-10 rockets and 30 mm cannon fire on each aircraft.
See, due to the mistake of the Pakistanis during this war, due to the mistake of just attacking the outpost without any plans, taking their chances because they have a lot of
battalion.
A battalion. Then they gave the opportunity, or they gave the Indians the opportunity to really up them up when it comes to daylight. Because if they had succeeded during that night attack, then of course that's gonna be a big
Pakistan do a wrong move.
Yeah, they did a wrong move. Without having some sort of plan. That should have been quite logical. If I was let's say if I was the Pakistani general with my current mindset, then I wouldn't go there just attacking without any plan. That would
What
be
is
illogical.
the Tagalog, the English of kumpiyansa? Kumpiyansa sa sarili, something.
Well, I don't know, but I think what you're trying to say is they were too confident.
Yes, too
They
confident,
were too confident
that they.
in their attack power that really messed things up. So without a plan, they just retreated and then
Yeah.
they gave the Indians the opportunity
Wrong move,
to
Pakistan.
counter.
The Indian company commander, Major, later Brigadier, Kuldeep Singh Chandpuri was decorated with India's second highest gallantry award, the Mahavir Chakra. Several other awards were earned by members of the defending company and the battalion's commander. On the other hand, the Pakistani divisional commander was dismissed from the service. Every war that Pakistan has initiated against India since independence, Pakistan has always been defeated, and not only defeated, but very badly defeated. India has showed their big heart when during the 1971 war to support Bangladesh, then East Pakistan, to be relieved from the inhuman behavior by Pakistan and its military. 90,000 Pakistan soldiers who surrendered were given absolute human rights treatment and sent to Pakistan with safety, or otherwise Mukti Wahini of Bangladesh were desperate to kill them. The British media reported the defense of Longewala. James Hatter compared the Battle of Longewala as to Battle of Thermopylae in his article Taking on the Enemy at Longewala, describing it as the deciding moment of the 1971 war. Similarly, Field Marshal R.M. Carver, the British Chief of the Imperial General Staff, visited Longewala a few weeks after the war to learn the details of the battle from Major Chandpuri.
All
All
right.
I
Well,
can say is Pakistan did a wrong move. So,
yeah, that was a big wrong move. That was a big mistake actually.
yeah.
Yeah. So, thoughts. Well, we all know, or we all heard, and we all know that India doesn't really attack first, right? They have this policy that to never attack first. They only attack when they are attacked themselves.
Yeah.
They do self defense. So, yeah, that and India really does plan out things. You know, they really plan out things when it comes to being attacked. They already have some sort of forces to deal with those attacks. But this one in 1971, so let us know if I'm gonna be wrong by what I'm gonna say right now. But I think in 1971 they don't. India doesn't have all the special forces that they have now currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it was only a big army, and then to respond quickly, you know. And since they don't have the night vision goggles like what they said in the documentary, I don't think they have night vision goggles during that year as well. So, you know, it was a good plan to just try to attack at dawn
Yeah.
where you can see clearly, so that you can attack clearly. You know, just don't do what the Pakistanis did and just, you know, attack without any plans.
Yeah.
And then when they got beat, or when they saw that they were almost getting beaten, they just panicked.
Yes.
That's why they couldn't react to the counter strike by the Indian forces. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, 1971 throughout the year, and it mentioned here that all the wars that Pakistan started, they never won.
Yeah.
But hopefully this time around, you know, we're gonna start talking about peace.
Yeah.
I really wish we
just
have to.
love.
Yeah, I really wish we had peace. I don't know. You guys tell us if there is any chance the Pakistani and
Tapos in
Indians
India is-
can be, you know,
Yeah.
can be united.
United.
Well, not united. I mean, you know, be at peace at least.
Be at peace, friends,
Yeah.
something.
Especially this year. This year is not the year to start any freaking
Yeah.
wars.
Yeah.
But China seems to be starting some, you know. We all know about the news, guys. You've heard,
Yeah.
you've heard about the news that China has been doing some suspicious stuff at the borders, and that got them really amped up by the Indian forces. What was that? Vikasri? I forgot. Yeah, Vikas. Anyways, guys, that was our reaction, and that was our sort of history lesson about the Battle of Longewala in 1971
Yes.
between India and
So
Pakistan.
also to the to the
Yes, of
Indian
course.
Army in the past.
Salute.
Yes.
Salute to the
And
flag.
I really like the every site where they they starting a war. Yeah, war.
I
There's
think that was,
some
I think that
messages.
site was the outpost as well, because you see some sort of a, if I'm correct about stating that, I think there was a pillbox or something, where the guards are supposed to be there. Then you saw the trenches being made.
But at least they preserve the like the
that's
tanks,
true,
the
that's
guns, the
they also
planes.
preserved the destroyed Pakistani
Yes,
tank as
so
well.
that's a history of the battle.
But hey, if any Pakistani are watching this right now, we're not
Yes.
we're not trying to start anything. We're just looking at the history about this, because this has been recommended to us also by our subscribers. So if you're able to see this, just know that what we want is peace.
Yes, not
anything
war.
else.
Not war.
Of course, I think India also wants peace, man. I mean,
Yes,
that's
of
why they
course.
have that policy of not being or not starting any,
Oh yes.
unless of course that
They-
big.
You know.
I'm becoming racist. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you have any suggestions, just comment it down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye guys.